Fury live again. I'm just gonna finish making sure everything works. I need to turn off my volume on stuff so that you don't hear me echoing for all of eternity. Come on, please tell me this works. Looks like it's working. Is it working? I think we're working. Maybe. Yeah, looks like. Are we? Are we? Please be nice to me this time. Oh, we're live. It's working. Okay. Okay. Hey, it's my second time live streaming. I gotta make sure everything's working, and now I have a more efficient way to make sure everything's working. So, yeah. Now we're good. And guess what? I didn't fail this time. I now have my Discord server and my Tumblr linked in the description below. If you're interested, check those out. On my Discord, you'll get all notifications on, whenever I'm gonna go live or whenever I'm posting a video and a bunch of other extra projects and Tumblrs. You will get to see the webcomic I'm working on, which is hopefully coming out sometime later this February. So be looking forward to that. But last time on Welcome to Phantaticus, speaking of which, I want to add stuff to this, but I don't quite know what yet. So we'll get to that later. But last time on Welcome to Phantaticus, we have made the Wishmaker here. We did some designs. It took way longer than I expected it to, probably because there was a big chunk where I wasn't actually drawing, where I was just focusing on what my friends in the chat were saying, as well as I accidentally got a paper cut on the edge of this paper while trying to move it around, so I left for a second to deal with that. But it doesn't matter. Now we are moving on to Aelius, the god of the sun. I'm just gonna flip these back on my notebook. And since, if anyone's watching this back, that's why I give a huge intro, because currently in live time, it's only myself watching. But, yeah. At least it's nice that I know no one's watching me fail live while writing these letters, so. That's good. That's good at least. We gotta focus on the positive. I will say, this is really like the only time I can stream on like Tuesdays and Thursdays, starting at this time and then ending in like an hour and a half to 2 hours. It's really the only time that I can stream and do all this stuff, which it sucks because most of my friends won't be able to watch because they're usually busy during that time. But honestly, that's okay. That's okay. That's alright with me. Also, speaking of my Discord server, I actually forgot to post my latest short, which I also used to kind of feature this video, even though no one really watched it, but that's okay. That tends to happen. We gotta wait a few days. I really don't know how to promote people to get to my streams yet. Okay, so just fixing something with Discord server right now. Oh, I'm getting some messages, but yeah. So how do you like that idea of fan art February? I do kind of like it. There's not much that I can really Well, yeah, I'm making fan art for every February, so if you want to tune in or watch any of that, then yeah, leave me suggestions because I don't know what I'm drawing. I mean, I drew the game that I've been favorite character from the game that I've been playing most often, and I also was the one working on one for tomorrow is from my favorite anime. I don't really watch anime, but I do have a favorite one. So you'll get to see my favorite character from that soon. I'm honestly just kind of just throwing everything out there. You'll know everything about me. I will say, so I'm gonna try to be drawing near constantly. Since I'm still half trying to set things up, making sure that I can see all the comments. My video isn't too terrible, which it's probably who knows how long it being good will last. So we're talking about Aelius today, god of the sun. Now, I think I need to explain this about the Phantaticus gods. I talked about it last stream on the 3 things that you need to qualify to become a god. First, you need to be able to die defending something. Like, you can't just end your life. If you have to die while trying to complete a goal and it has to be not finished. The second one is that you have to die on your birthday, and the third is that you have Wish's blessing. And like I talked about last time, and when you have Wish's blessing, you're more likely to be a child. She is more likely to bless children simply because she herself died when she was a child. And that doesn't apply to all of my gods, but it does apply to this one. Aelius, the god of the sun, actually died when he was 16 years old. Which is pretty young, if I say so myself. Now, I think the first thing that I do kind of want to draw, because now they apply. We talked about Wish's holy symbol being the 4-pointed star, but it's not the, like, trying to find the right words. It's not like a holy symbol. It's more of just something that symbolizes wish rather than being like the cross in Christianity or anything like that. It's much more just like a symbolical figure. Also, yeah, you see me holding up my cards. I'm trying to pick out my color. Since I do kind of want to just base flat color these characters, and specifically since they're gods, a they have their holy symbol, they have an animal, and then there also is a color that is associated with them. And for the god of the sun, it is orange. I don't know if that looks yellow on camera, but I promise you, it's orange. It's here. Probably looks more orange on the color chart. It's right here. Y for quince. So I'm just picking that out. So when we get to actually drawing him, I got that. I know there's something else that I was meaning to do. So I think, I'm trying to think of if I should talk about lore first or what this character is based off of. But I think I'm deciding to do it. I think I'm going to do. Sorry, I'm stuttering all over my words today. No. I'm trying to search something up here. Trying to find my. But spelling is not my passion. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So Aelius here is based on Polythesian tribes. I had the specific one that I was referencing written down, but I can't find where I put that anywhere, so that's fine. But Aelius, no, hold on. I'm trying really hard to find this stuff. So I'm so bad. I'm double trying. I think I could find it, but okay. So he is based on a lot of the Polynesian tribes, the ones in like Southeast Asia, kind of around the Philippines, but none of them. There wasn't a tribe. The Philippines is not a Polynesian island, but they could have been like a stopover, and there is some connections. I'm just trying to get the base area. Geography was never my best subject, okay? Neither was history, and oh goodness, I accidentally knocked my camera all over. Sorry about that. I don't even know when that happened. Goodness, I'm a mess. Probably when I was trying to find that stuff, so. I really wish I remembered what tribe. I knew. Did I write it down? Hold on. No, I know I wrote it down. I just can't find. I think, actually, hold on. It might not be on my computer. It might have been written down traditionally. No, that's not it. That is my notes for. That's notes for a different character. No, that's my Chapel Roan turkey. Okay, that's probably some curious. It's my Chapel Roan turkey. For Thanksgiving activity, we got turkey printouts and we gotta color them however we want. So I turned mine into chaperone. I'm a simple person, okay? Goodness, where's my other sticky note? I had another one. Oh, hey, I think I found it actually. Hold on. Ah, um, these ones? No, it's not these ones. Is it hiding in them? Hiding? I really want to find this out because I researched this and I don't want to accidentally give the wrong information because it's been a hot minute. Where did your friend go? So, since I'm guessing none of you will know, but I have little sticky notes where I write some things on, and normally they stay in this little card holder I have, but I recently took them out to grab one of the sticky notes that was in there, and I think the notes I wrote were down on in that thing too. And now I have no idea where I put them. I can find my pink ones. Where are my not pink ones? Cause I know what. I'm a disaster. See, this is why you listen to me stream. You get to watch me struggle for however long I stay alive. Okay, no, not there. There. Not there. No. Ow. Darn it, Rosie. Rosie, I'm gonna kick you out for a second. You're hogging up the whole walkway. Come on, Rose. Bye, Rose. Thanks for cooperating. Ugh. I'm unbelievably irritated right now. Where is it? Goodness! Trying to talk aloud so that you're not bored just staring at the same screen. But I'm really stubborn, so I'm trying to find this. Is it over here? Is it underneath this? My second monitor where I'm trying to pay attention to all your comments. Oh, hello, Num. Sorry I didn't see you there. I'm trying to find stuff, but so far I've been. Oh, I found it! It was hiding! Goodness! Yes! Okay. Come on. Where did I write it? See, we've got God the Son, Aelius, Human Champ. That has been changed. These are very old notes. Oh, hey, we even got the notes on coming up with the name Phantaticus. That's fun. However, this will not help because I didn't write that down. I thought I did. Nope. That means it's on some Google Doc somewhere, and I'm not even gonna try. I have too many Google Docs. So he's based on Polynesian tribes. What specific tribe? I don't know. Oh, I wrote it down, but I can't remember, and I wouldn't want to say the wrong one on accident. Because I did a whole bunch of research on specific the tattoos they were adorned with, what had them earned, and traditions, and all that stuff to apply it to Aelius, and I wouldn't want to say the wrong tribe that doesn't have the specific kind of stuff that I referenced. And yeah, well, Aelius is specifically based on one tribe in particular. Aelius does have references from all of them, because this is a fantasy world, so I've kind of got a mix of everything. Like, I've got a lot of Greek influence on my angels and stuff. This is kind of just what I do. So I think for today, let's actually start drawing now. This was a big problem last video where I didn't start drawing. Well, not that I didn't start drawing. I did start drawing, but I just had so many things. Oh, there's someone else watching. Hello, someone else watching. But I could hook up my mechanical pencil, but I don't think I will. I think we'll just use this regular pencil. So, I'm going to try to draw for the entire time now that we've got that dealt with. So the first thing that I'm going to draw, oh goodness, that was also on the cover of my live today, is the holy symbol of Aelius. I'm trying to think about where I want to put it. I think I kind of want to put it right up here. Oh no, I already messed up. Compasses are hard to work with, okay? I'm just kidding. They're not that hard to work with. You know what? I'm the problem. That's what. I am the problem. Look, 20 minutes in, and now we're actually drawing. goodness, I'll be better one day. Hopefully. So, I think, there we go. So I do already have this symbol planned out. And Aelius, I'm probably going to have to spend a lot more time on this live than Wish, because not only is he slightly more complex in design, there's just, I don't know, yeah. He's a human man. I don't draw humans or men often, okay? I don't know why. Drawing humans have always been harder for me than drawing anything else. I can't explain why that is. However, I can just, I don't know. That is a protractor. That is not a ruler. Do I even have a ruler with me here? Also, this is not a protractor. This is a square. This is a protractor. This is another square. Well, I guess I will use a square. Trying to get it kinda straight. Because, that's what Aelius is. Kinda straight. He's bisexual. We love our representation here. And if you got a problem with that, leave now, because it's gonna get a whole lot gayer soon. Oh, whoa, I messed that one up. There we go. This is, honestly, I love digital art. The symmetry tool, well, I don't live off of the symmetry tool. I don't need it. It sure makes things a whole lot easier. Awesome. And I could definitely try to make it more symmetrical. But, yeah. For all of my gods, I'm trying to have a little bit of indents between the features. Because if things go my way, oh goodness, that is not going my way at all. I actually really messed up that one. Well, that's okay. You just move it out more, and now it works. Come on, now you work, right? Now you work. Honestly, want it out a little more. That is way too much goodness. Yeah. Well, anyway, I already messed up, but that's okay. That's okay. We're not here for perfection. We're here to do stupid design things. So, goodness. So with Aelius's holy symbol, the main thing that, well, you can see is that it is a sun. I mean, he is the god of the sun. I know I'm so original, cool, and unique. But, yeah. I don't think something like a holy symbol for the sun god needs to be complicated. Like, okay, these things are definitely off, but that's okay. They're supposed to be evenly spaced, but we're living. Yeah, you can tell how not evenly spaced, especially this category. This line was way, way too off. You know, that just be sometimes these you know what? That's actually off enough to bother me. So we're fixing it. And fixing it. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at how nice that is. We have all our little sun prongs. And now, because I'm a big fan of this, we're going to add our little circle light things. I just think it's nice because it does add a bit more to that pattern. But now we get to do the special thing about Aelius's holy symbol. Actually, let me use the better eraser for this. The thing that I like so much about him. So, right up here, we've got this point. And then we go down here. And you see it's not a perfect circle. It's not supposed to be. Well, not that it's not supposed to be a perfect circle. It's just it's not supposed to be aligned with the other things. And then from about this point to this point, we draw. Oh, that does not look that good, but that's okay. Again, we're just trying to draft our ideas down on paper. Nothing perfect is ever going to be occurring in this sketchbook. But yeah, we've got a double sun. It's a sun in a sun. Look at that. How unique, how wonderful, how divine. Just clean up these edges here. I think, do I want to line this now, or... Honestly, I think the same thing that I did with Wish. I think I'm just gonna grab this and slap some color on there. Hold on. Okay. I don't know. Okay, it's working now. My stream was acting funky because I've got another monitor open to look at the chat and all the comments and stuff. So also, you know what? While I'm coloring this, I did forget to do this. We're gonna zoom on in. I keep forgetting that I can do that. The only problem is that whenever I fidget with the camera this much, it does get kind of blurry. And then I have to worry about that. But I think I'd rather you be able to see what I'm doing than, like, just, like, I know the blurry camera is gonna kind of come with that. I'm trying, and I can try to get it better. Come on. See? Okay, now it's kind of working with me. But even when it's a little blurry, you can still see it better than from far away. But hey, second ever stream. We're still learning, okay? This might as well be Mercury learns how to stream. Speaking of which, we're blurry again. There. I'm gonna try to focus it on the text since I'm not, since I'm not gonna be covering that up at all, so. There. Now we can finish coloring in our sun. So yeah, Aelius is inspired based off of Polynesian tribes. And so what, I guess, I don't know. I know I had a reason. This is why I can't be put on the spot. I need to think about my stuff before I say them. And on live, I don't know. I'm trying to talk. Less thinking, more speaking mindlessly. However, so it's based on Polynesian tribes, and I just felt like for the god of the sun, like I would like to represent many cultures in my work. I have been representing many cultures in my work, and I wanted to be a little more explicit with that, which is why I ended up choosing why Aelius is so heavily inspired by Polynesian tribes. And if I remember correctly, sorry if I didn't remember correctly, wish I had my notes. And it's blurry again, and I don't know. Might as well just be in a constant state of perpetual blur at this point. Well, this is just the whims of recording traditional art, I guess. You know, in a video, I would edit out all of that. But in a live, you just gotta sit with me and be here through it. So yeah, thank you for being here through the struggle. So yeah. We've got the holy symbol. I'm just gonna zoom out so you can see what I'm doing. So we got the holy symbol of Aelius, whose, color is represented by orange and not yellow, and because yellow was given to Polaris. I believe Aelius originally had yellow, but I just felt Polaris was better suited for yellow, and I didn't want them to be like, oh, this one's yellow and this one's gold. So I decided for just to have Aelius orange. I believe Aelius originally was gold and Polaris was yellow. So I decided to just make Aelius orange, so that we can have some more colors going on between my gods, so we can have the full rainbow. But hey, at least it's not the war over blue. Because I will say, I've got a god for every primary color, I've got another one for pink, and now everyone else is fighting for blue. Including the one that I originally gave blue, but I don't know. The things I had to think about. So, we've got this. What do we do now? So yeah. I guess now let's talk about some lore. Let's talk about who Aelius is, how he became, like, a god, you know? I wish I had more background on how I came up with this character and his story, but I will say Aelius is one of the ones given less attention by me. And it's mainly because I don't like drawing humans of any kind. And Aelius is one of my human characters. I would much rather focus on a Karma or Alger, which we get to talk about soon. So I'll kind of I'll mention their names, but put them aside. Or even Valkyrie, who's only half human, which we'll actually be talking to her soon. I think yeah. Hold on, I need to check something. Let's go to my Google Calendar. I need to remember what day Valentine's Day is. I know it's always the 14th. Okay, so that is a Friday, so I won't... Now I'm tempted. I'm tempted to try to stream on Valentine's Day just so we can talk about Valkyrie and her birthday. But I guess none of the other gods are gonna get streams on their birthdays, so she'll just be a stream when she's a stream. I'm trying to see if we can still fit her into February, though. Because I'm planning to stream on Tuesday. So the next Tuesday would be Nure. And then I guess we always do talk about Eve and Kali as a joint thing. So they can be talked about on the 18th. Unless I want to give them like a Tuesday to talk about Eve and like a Thursday to talk about Kali, but I would want them right next to each other. So I think we'll actually get to talk about her in her birth month, though. So that's fun. But less about Valkyrie, more about Aelius. And I think this is going to be the main problem with these, because I am designing characters that I've spent less time on. So, for Aelius, I kind of want to just see... I kind of want to just draw and see where it takes me. I have drawn Aelius twice before, but I've never liked how it came out. So hopefully I can get something that I'm okay with by the end of this video. Again, this is mainly featuring like unfinished character designs, my processes, yeah. I think so. And yeah, I will be streaming next Tuesday for those that are interested. So I think, yeah, I'm just gonna start out with a basic figure, and this is where I run into my next problem, where I don't really have reference pictures when I'm doing this, because I don't know. Maybe next time I'll try to find more time to prepare for this. I'm not liking that shape at all. I think instead of doing my typical rib cage method, I think I'm just gonna kind of draw how I want him to look. Which I did kind of want to give him like that stereotypical muscular, manly triangle body shape. So I think I'm just gonna lean into that real quickly. There you go. Tiny little scrawny waist. Now, okay, I am more happy with that, surprisingly. Every time I try to do this method, I hate it. But I guess there's a first for every time. Sometimes it ends up looking okay. I'm tempted. I think I'm just gonna go for it. I think I'm gonna try to do a full body this time. Now, I guess I did end up doing a full body wish, but I gave up doing a full body the first doodle. I think I'm just gonna go for it. So yeah, these proportions are gonna probably be very off because I'm trying to do it quickly. Let's see. Actually, those are not bad proportions for my art style. Because I do have a smaller head usually on my art style. So, I'll call that a win right there. I will say, I think the saddest part about live streaming this is that I can't listen to the playlists I actually made. I made a playlist for each of my god because I am the type of person to make themed OC playlists. So I actually did that for all of my gods, including Aelius. And with live streaming, I don't think I want to risk listening to it on stream. I think you want to just do basic simple pose, like arm on hip, hip arm. He's not really the hip arm type, but I think I'm gonna just do it for simplicity. I mean, part of character design is trying to get across the characters, and I don't think he is the type to do this, but I don't know. I'm trying to do it live on stream and do it in a decent amount of time, which we have not spent a decent amount of time on either of the things I've done. Mainly because the things that I've done was mainly trying to find a sticky note that I thought had the notes that it didn't have on it. Which, you know what, sometimes that just happens to people. So, yeah. I'm so tired. I just had like a random tired burst. I really shouldn't be tired. I slept okay. Does this look like a man? This tit is way higher than the other. We're gonna have, soon after the series, we're gonna have a compilation of Nightmare complains about drawing men. With that, I'm joking. Men are fine to draw if they're Azrael. So, in other words, if they're not human. Yeah. Look at him. He is human man. Does it look like he's muscular? I messed that up. You want to be able to see what I'm doing better? Well, too bad. You only get blurry. Oh, whoa. There. I think I'll focus on there. Focus on the top half right now. And let's draw his human ears. So, like I was saying, Aelius died when he was 16 years old. He wasn't officially labeled as a man yet because, again, I can't remember if this is a thing that actually happens or a thing that I just made up for fantasy because I don't have my notes with me. And, my memory has never been the best. To be real honest, especially since I don't do much with Aelius. So, he wasn't considered a man yet. Mainly because they have like some kind of cultural traditional thing where they have to finish this in order to officially become a man in the eyes of the tribe. Aelius, as a 16-year-old, he could have completed it, but he didn't yet. He hasn't gotten there yet. You want some more sun? Is that gonna help you stop bugging out? Hey, 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 we good? You good? I'm gonna do this, so you're gonna freak out? You're gonna freak out? Okay. There, oh, okay. Yeah. Have some fight gap. There you go. So, now we've got our basic shape. I hate these shoulders. It's okay. This is not about making good looking figures. This is about making okay looking figures and then designing on top of them. Let's go back to his face. I think I'll zoom in to the face for this one. Close. Okay. You're gonna zoom in. You're gonna be all right. Okay. It's okay for now. Let's go. So, one of the things I wanted to give him is I did want to make him look like this more stronger, like heartier figure. I wanted to give him a bigger nose just because, I don't know, I feel like he would have one. This doesn't matter his culture, I just feel like he would. He's a white man I would give him a big nose, but he's not. Because, I think all features should be represented in art on every type of skin tone and body. And I'll be honest, I don't have many unique features in the faces of my characters. Mainly because they're all angels. Their unique features are whether they have 5 eyes or 3. So let's just design some round eyes. Because I wanted to give that open look of openness, of friendliness, which you do by round shapes. So, round. Not to say that if you don't have round eyes, you're not friendly. I don't think it matters. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I feel like I'm trying to justify the actions that I have no need to justify, other than I just think this is how it should be. And this is my character, so this is how it is. And I'm messing up that eye again. You know what that means? We're closing it. I know, isn't it brilliant? Struggling with the eye? Close it. So, he's a man, so we gotta give him his certified long man eyelashes. Because men have longer eyelashes than women, so gotta be representative. Draw my little facey face lines. And now the important part. Right now he's bald and shiny, but that is not how he's supposed to be. I kinda want, like, give him some, like, happy eyebrows. I don't know what happy eyebrows are right now. Struggling, that's what I'm doing. Okay. That eyebrow looks good. This first eyebrow does not look bad. It does not look good. There we go. There we go. Honestly, I was gonna paint my nails, and I'm probably going to do that later today, but I didn't. Cause I didn't feel like it, and I didn't have time for it. But now I wish I did, because they were gonna be like a peachy color, and I feel like he really likes peaches. I mean, he loves pineapple. His favorite fruit is pineapple. He likes food that tries to fight him back. You know? Shiny bald head. I'm just kidding. He's not bald. Like I said earlier. Just erase. So, I'm trying to basic hairline shape. Yeah, here's how you draw hair, as nightmares are. You kind of have their skull, you do their basic hairline shape, give it a hard, make their forehead a forehead. We don't have twinky dinky little foreheads. And then, of course, we gotta draw his little cute little curly hair. I think usually I have his hair down, so I think I'm gonna draw his hair down here. But I think I do want to play with styles. And again, this is like probably my third time ever drawing Aelius. One of the drawings I completely lost, and the other one I hated. So the idea of what he looks like is pretty loose. That'll look like hair. I do know one thing I wanted is I did want to have some braids. I don't know if I want those like just in the front, in the back, or like how. I don't know. I think his hair is a big part of his personality. I wanted to maybe go like to here, his length. Now we get to do the fun part, which I would look up specifically the reference picture of the Polynesian tribe he's from. Actually, idea. I did a big thing. I did a huge tattoo. So I'm actually gonna look it up right now. Okay. It's not. That's it. Okay. Okay, I found it. I found it. I found it. I found it. I do not know how to pronounce that word though, so I'm gonna just quickly throw this into a. Okay, okay, okay. Oh. I do not know how to pronounce that. Just gonna pause that real quickly. Told you I had it open. Tahitian. So that is what he is. He is specifically referenced on the Tahitian tribe, and I know it's Tahitian because I just looked up a Polynesian tattoo guide specifically of what the manta ray looks like, and based on kinda how it's depicted, I based it mostly off of the Tahitian tribe. Yeah. I think there was I took a little bit of the Maori, but not really. I did focus mainly on the Tahitian tribe. So now I can look up Tahitian style of dress. And I can't even remember why I picked this tribe. I know I chose it for a reason. But I can't remember why, because I can't find my notes. I'm planning to make a video of all the gods after I do my live streams about all of them. I'm planning to make a very long video about all the gods where I will definitely talk about this more. The things I fail about talking here, I will try to talk in that video. So I'm specifically basing off of older styles of dress as he is old. He is the order that I'm going in with the god is between the first he ever makes. He is not actually the oldest god. The oldest god will actually be talked about tomorrow. However, he still is the oldest god in terms of godhood. Since he died at 16, verse Nure, which we'll be talking about next Tuesday, died when he was about 27. And well, let's just say there was not how much there was not 11 years apart about them. There was more like 3 years apart of them, which makes Nure the oldest god, but Aelius still was a god for around 3 years longer than him. Okay. Trying to find good reference pictures. I see much more pictures of the more woman than for the men. So I'll specifically add that. Looks like they do have their hair a little shorter. Research, isn't that fun? I'm just gonna perform. I see a lot of things here. There's a lot of shark tooth necklaces being featured. And again, I will do so much more research when doing the actual official design. For a live stream, I don't have the time of day to do that much research. So I'm trying my best to make sure I don't get too many things wrong. I am not Polynesian myself. Polynesian. Oh my goodness. I'm not Polynesian. I don't even know anymore. Goodness. So yeah. I see some of them have like a strap going up here, but not many when it comes to traditional culture style dress. Originally, I drew Aelius with something there, but since I'm not really seeing it anywhere here, I am not going to be drawing it. I feel like that's right. I feel like that's what you should do. If you find out that what you originally designed them does not have that thing when you're doing research about the culture and the region it's based on, then you change it with them. And now you may be wondering if he's a 16-year-old, why does he look so old? Well, that is because all the gods, they get to have a choice on what they kind of want to look like. Not necessarily what they want to look like, but how old they appear. They're allowed to age up a little. So most of them end up looking like they're young adults. Well, it's no matter how young they died. However, there is an exception to that where there is a few that decided not to look like that. This is really hard because I'm trying to find actual good reference pictures that actually show the culture, but so far we're only getting like Amazon outfits that are black with a leaf pattern on them, and I don't know how accurate that is, so I don't want to draw that. So think so what we're seeing here, we're getting a lot of things. I have a kind of skirty aspect to it. Not necessarily a skirt. There's some that they look more like almost like baggy pants, but yeah. So there is a big aspect on flowy, at least, which I'll get that across. Okay, I love flowy things. They're harder to draw than not flowy things, but you know, it hides away a lot of the leg that I would be drawing otherwise. So there's always some appreciation when clothing. There's always some appreciation for drawing skirts and dresses, because the flowy is easier to draw than legs. Which it's not too flowy. It's not too. I think I did it too much here, because there. I think, and of course there is going to be some fantasy aspects. Do not take my designs as any culturally thing of this is what the Tahitian. I feel like I'm saying that wrong now. I don't even know. I'm lost. Help. Yeah, I don't know. Goodness, we're over an hour already and we don't even have this one design. Speaking of which, I've been drawing the legs and I've completely forgot to zoom out for you. Full figure drawing problems. Here we go. Well, there you go. Hey, you're kind of focused now. Look at that. That is just luck. That is luck. We're good. Ah, no. Stupid curtains. I think I'm going to be live streaming for much longer than I intended to. You know what? This is what I get for just going to the wind. I was hoping I could cut it down to just like an hour 30. But if this is all we have in an hour 30, I think we're definitely going to have to do more. So, so I'm messing up over there too. New thing I learned. Make sure that I have my notes pulled up in front of me, so I can talk about these things without worrying about getting all of them horrifically wrong. I think that is obvious, but you know what? I still didn't do it. I still I don't know. A part of me does want to still have something across the chest right there. Just to add, like, some more characteristics and things to his designs. I think, like, to add something more, like, fantasy and unique to that. So again, this is nothing that I saw in any of my reference pictures, but I do want to add something that is partially my own to it. So, and I think that's what I'm gonna be doing. Then, have, because there was a lot of things that have, like, a bunch of leaves or almost look like dry grass. I don't know if it is. Again, I'm gonna have to research a lot of things after this. I realized just how much I forgot. It's been a while since I did anything with Aelius, and therefore I do not remember a lot of the research I did for him. I am kind of liking how this fit is turning out. Like, he looks nice. Speaking of which, let's move over and start designing some of his face. So I guess I feel like I did mention that I was going to talk about lore later, and then I didn't. So I think we can get to that now. Look at this guy. He's a sweet man. So let's talk about Aelius some more. So Aelius, he's based on a tribe that is based off the Tahitian tribe, and he is covered in tattoos that I think I'll draw them all in later, because there's, for the Polynesian tribe and culture, if you're ever gonna draw them, do not just give them tattoos. They mean a lot in these particular cultures, which is why I'm not gonna be willing to draw anything other than, like, his back tattoos, because I did a lot of heavy research when drawing that, both to integrate parts of my fantasy world and lore, as well as parts of the actual culture and what they mean. Like, a point is, I think you should treat, when depicting characters from, like, a certain ethnicity or background, I feel like you should do your best to be educated when designing them, because character design has a massive part, and character design in itself shows a lot of where they're from, what their background is, and I'm planning to make a video essay all about character design. And it's just, character design is super important, and especially when you want to go about depicting a culture that isn't your own. I just make sure to do a lot of research. And even if it is your own, you should still do a lot of research, especially because there might be other, for example, I know with Christianity, which I know that's not an ethnicity, it's a religion, but it's still a heavy part of certain cultures around the world. And let's just say some places treat it way differently than others. Like, I'm in America, and when you're Christian in Europe and when you're Christian in America, it is two very different things. And I say that as someone who is not Christian, but still, I think I did a lot of research back on this. So, but saying I did a lot of research, this does not mean trust my source. It means that I've done some research. I'm not ignorant, but that doesn't mean I know everything. So I think I'm trying to draw him just in this basic hairstyle I did here. Give him those same wide round eyes. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, like if you've seen my drawings and posts about the gods, the ones where I didn't forget this detail, because I usually forget about it, I will admit, they actually have stars in their eyes, and that is to symbolize the Wishmaker turning them into God. It is her holy symbol, and they are marked with her holy symbol. I hate drawing mouths and lips especially. But I don't know. I don't feel like I can get away in my design that is a lot more detail heavy. I don't think I can get away with just not drawing lips. I don't think my style is simple enough to get away with that. So here we are. Got some shark tooth necklace, some wooden beads most likely. Yeah. And this is gonna probably be heavy patterned. I know usually when I pattern things I just do triangles or like these zigzags. It doesn't matter what I'm referencing, it's always these triangles. Which, to be fair, they are shown all over the place. I would like to do something more, like maybe we can have, like, depict, like, his holy symbol. Or like a snake, or like a sea serpent. You'd probably be more likely to depict a sea serpent than a snake, because that's what they see all the time. Sea serpents. But back to his hair. The main focus of this doodle in particular is his hair. So he's got super duper curly wavy hair, which is something that honestly I will admit I find hair difficult to draw in general, and I specifically find I think wavy hair is the easiest. Curly hair is the hardest for me, unless I guess braids are pretty hard for me too. Just because there is so much more detail that goes into curvy hair that I think goes into, and the reason why I think wavy hair is easier to draw than straight hair is because I think drawing straight hair is boring. And to be fair, I am kind of biased. My hair is actually wavy. It's a very loose wave, but it's there. It is very much there. So yeah. I am liking how this ref is turning out though. However, my camera isn't. So, we know what that means. We're gonna just zoom out. We're gonna move down here. I don't know what they wore for shoes. A lot of these pictures, when I looked up, like, the Tahitian style of dress, a lot of them, other than Amazon pictures, are showing specifically Tahitian dancers, which he's not a dancer, so I think that's a problem for another day, my friend. I think that's what we're gonna be playing at here. Now, so the next thing I kind of want to doodle down here besides that is I did kind of want to play with some hairstyles, so I'm just gonna draw like some basic head shapes. Basic head shapes that look decently similar. I'm not gonna even... Those are not decently similar. Those are so different, actually. Okay, let's try to just mimic his head shape real quickly. That even... Not even okay. This one, way too sharp. And this one is way too flat. Okay, 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 okay. How is that? Still horrible. You know what? That's okay. We're worrying about hair right now. So one idea I had was to put it up, like, kind of in, not like a high ponytail, but like a mid-length-ish ponytail. Here, you can have your ear privileges. You also can have your ear privileges, you abomination. So, draw a little... I'm sorry, if we're drawing hair, we're drawing little curlies in front of the ears. It doesn't look as good if you don't do it. Okay, let's draw his hairline. Which, speaking of which, I should just quickly throw in basic, very simple hairline. Not 100% accurate, but this is not about accuracy. This is about doodling this man. Ooh, I've been streaming for an hour and 11 minutes. That's not bad, actually. That's not bad. That is not bad. So, this hair is not near enough. I don't feel like it's giving curly. It's given high school wavy ponytail. I think I'm gonna throw in. I did talk about wanting to do braids. I don't know. I don't draw many characters with braids in their hair. I just feel like he's one of them that should have it. And I think I might try dreadlocks. I've drawn dreadlocks once in my life. You know, people are more likely to draw characters that look like themselves. That's probably why mine are all very skinny. Very skinny and white. Very skinny, pasty white, wavy hair. But I'm trying to... I've really been getting away from that. Like, if you saw my original character designs, and not even just... And I'm not talking about Phantaticus, I'm talking about my older things that I've made. You will see that it is pretty bad. I don't think... Most of my characters were probably starving to death. I'm gonna look up some hairstyles here. Get some inspiration, you know. Okay. Okay. All of this is just showing that is not Polynesian. That is Polynesian. That is not Tahitian. That is... I'm not saying that. A bunch of Hawaiian. I'm not really seeing specifically many Tahitian. Well, I'm really only seeing vague Polynesian with no describing of specifically what culture. Just very vague, but I'm not really seeing too many for dreadlocks. It is this out curly hair. And it's not high ponytail. I see more low. I see actually quite a few either loose or just low earring. Have an earring, Aelius. You deserve it. So, I think I kind of want to do that. I think the low ponytail actually suits him way more. So you got the out hair, we got this. Hey, this is why we practice and we draw and we find out what we want. Trying to see how long that hair is. So I think I'm gonna, just because it's fantasy, I do want to kind of accentuate these details. I'll make it longer than it would be on average, just because I want to add. I think that's fun. That's part of character designs. It's part of being that, like, extra and exact. And I just realized something that I should have done a while ago, but I didn't. There we go. No, because before I wasn't able to see the comments after what I was doing, but now I can see the comments, so, hey. So, again, is it me if it doesn't have the little swoopy hair on the front? The answer is it's not. It looks, I think, especially when you're doing character design, do we want to keep braids? I think we're not going to do braids there. Maybe, if anything, we can do them like just some braids in the front here. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna do braids around the side. We're gonna do braids in the front, and then we're gonna bead them. I think beading when you hair is so cool. It looks so fun. I don't think I would ever do it to myself, specifically because I'm impatient and I'm super tender-headed. So I don't think I could handle it. I'll be honest. But it looks so good. It looks so good, it's so unique, and I'm surprised I don't do it more within my character designs, especially beads are way within the possibilities of things they can have. But yeah. So that's kind of what I'm going for Aelius. I think maybe when we get to these bottom strands, maybe if we incorporate just a few more beads, like throughout his hair, that could be cool. This nose does not look like how I want it to look. There we go. I'm trying to get like some sense of face here. So I do like that, and I do like the depiction with his hair out. I just here. Let me I'm going to go up here really quickly, and I'm going to draw in some braids up here. Just on the front. Ooh, okay. Now I'm tempted. Do I just kind of want to do one braid on this side? I think I'm just doing one braid instead of the even braids. I think I'm going to get rid of this one and just do one on that side. Because that does complement the asymmetry of the drawing, so that's nice. Give our figure some necks, will we? There, necks. So, I think, oh goodness, that my camera's so blurry right now. So I think just for my notes, I really like. I don't think I'm gonna actually write really like. I think I'll just point out the single braid and a long ponytail. Because I have this problem where my gods don't really feel like gods. They just feel like people. And especially with this Aelius design, he does just feel like a person to me. But I think this hairstyle, weaving beads through it all, I think it feels a lot more godlike. Hello, Daniel. Welcome to the chat. Nice to see you. Today we're designing Aelius, god of the sun. As you can see, we're kind of working on some hairstyles for him. Which I think I'm settling down on this low ponytail look with the single braid. I do kind of want to keep with the symbolism of the sun. Maybe since we have the one braid here, what if I just did some dangly kind of jewelry here? Try to have it connect, have maybe a little sunshine for an earrings here. I'm just trying to be a little extra for my gods. I feel like they deserve that. Put some beads up here. There. I like that a lot, actually. I really like that. I think I'm going to try it up here on our big figure drawing. I think I'm going to, because this is not the hairstyle decided there, but I think I'll try like this one sun-shaped earring on this side. Yeah, there we go. We've got something here. With that, I don't know. I feel like gods should always be adorned in high jewelry. Especially when I draw Kaleo. I'm just gonna be drawing jewelry the entire time. Barely drawing Kaleo, only drawing jewelry. That's how she'd like it, too. Trying to draw more. I think I am liking this. I think maybe on his clothing I'll draw another sun. I'm trying to incorporate the idea of sun all over and all throughout his designs. I'm trying to have super heavily patterned clothing. I want him to be a pain to draw if I were to ever put him into a comic. That's what I'm going for. We're going for would be a pain to draw. And I feel like that's kind of what that's what he would want. Adding some more patterns and details onto the skirt now. Which, speaking of which, we gotta put our patterns on this. Let's go. I was learning for geography. There was a project about glaciers, and I ended up in a rabbit hole. First of the different sea streams that affect the Earth's temperature, and then the warming of the Earth. Then about the dying of the sun. Honestly, that's not the most absurd rabbit hole that I've gone down. I have gone down some absurd rabbit holes in the past. I think we're gonna color this in all dark. Yeah. Triangles. Let's go. I like triangles. I like drawing triangles. Aelius is still fine because even though he's the god of the sun, he's not the sun itself. So when the sun dies, he'll be fine. He'll probably be sad. Because for the third time of trying to talk about the lore of Aelius and then failing to. for the third time. He is not the sun. None of my gods are like what they are. The god of the ocean in itself does not have control over the ocean, and the god of the sun does not have control over the sun. He is just the representation of the sun. Not necessarily even representation. He is just he's the sun. Growing up as a young little, yeah, watching 20 videos about black holes as big as the universe. Honestly, it's a vibe. My eraser is like dead, so I think we're just gonna put my little cap over it. I will say, I'm trying to fill up like this whole page, and I have only gotten this section here. Like, even with it zoomed in, you can pretty much see everything that I have. Here, I'll write some notes. Died at 16. Looks like a doll anyway, because he's allowed to do that. These are gods. They're allowed to do whatever they want. Love the drawing. Thank you. I'm actually really liking it too. Despite Aelius being a human, I think it is turning out alright. Even though he's also not in a style that I typically draw. You had an honestly, I also had an obsession with space when I was pretty young. I don't know if it was 5 when I had an obsession with space, but I did. I want to try to find something. What's up with the symbol on the side? You're talking about this symbol, right? This symbol? Okay, so this is also the one on the cover, which the one on the cover is yellow. It's gonna be orange now. I just haven't gotten around to changing it. This is, since we're drawing the god of the sun, this is his holy symbol. I've tried to come up with names for the holy symbols. I believe his is the symbol of the double sun, which is why it looks like there's a sun inside of sun. But yeah, that's what that is. That is the god of the sun's holy symbol. Do all of my gods have symbols? Yes. All of them do. Not all of them I have like official clear designs for, but all of them have symbols. Like for Karma, my god of the fire and mother of revolution, she has the bells of glory, which is kind of, it combines fire and bells, and you'll see it when I talk about her. And Yumiko has her little sea serpent wave thing that isn't named at all. And I need to fix New Ray's. I need to fix his so bad. It looks horrible. I really like Aelius's though. Oh, we also have the compass of stars for Polaris too. So I think we did our little hair practice on what we kind of want his hair to be. So I think I'm going to draw his face again. Ever looked at the designs for magic in the Dragon Prince? It reminds me of it a bit. Yeah, there's actually, I didn't really look into it, but I do know the Dragon Prince, so I have seen some of the things for it. And yeah, there is a lot of these kind of symbols all over. Like in Avatar The Last Airbender, there is symbols like this for like air and water and plant. In Magic of the Gathering, there is also these symbols. In the Dragon Prince there is. These are seen everywhere in fiction, and I wanted to give that to my gods. I felt like they deserved it. Back to trying to draw this face. Exclamation point. What's with the exclamation point, Daniel? So, gonna draw some sun. Drawing the sun. It's supposed to fit by the but okay, that's what I thought. I just thought I should ask as well. That makes sense. No. I do like it just connecting to this little sunshine here. So about middle of the forehead, this, up, down. That hairline sucks, actually. I messed that one up. Whoops, that's my bad, but that's okay. We still have a bit in the middle, so... Also, I have a question, but I don't really know how to ask it. I don't know how to answer on how you should ask that because I have no idea what you want to ask. Just, I don't know, try your best. I won't judge you for your question, maybe. We'll see. If it's stupid, I might. I'm just kidding. I need to change out this eraser. I'll do it after the live is over. Speaking of which, we're like in an hour and 30 minutes. So we're already have none of the progress that I wanted to do. You know what? That's what we go for me searching for something for 20 minutes. Okay. You know, like the map of Earth. Our map has Europe on the right with China and Australia and stuff and America on the right, but I know in some countries it is flipped. I mean, I could countries have different maps, so I wouldn't be surprised if it looked different in different countries. I will say, as an American, we are depicted on the left of the map, too, like what you're saying. Because, you know, Americans are never right, they're always left. But apparently, they are right, occasionally. Yeah. Yeah, I can see how some countries could do that. America, however, is the same as yours. Where for America the map is we are depicted on the left, at least on like the schools that I go to. I've never seen it on the right before. But then again, like the earth is round. If you didn't know that, here's to knowing that now. The earth is round, so It really, none of them is like right or left to each other. It's all relative, so. We'll say, having a hard time with this hair, doing it more detailed. I think that is something that I will have easier in digital but softwares, but that's okay. Honestly, I just like this one better in all manners. I just like the original. I really like your fan art February, but I think it would be even better if you used Mercury. I have no idea what you're talking about. I know you're talking about the short I just posted. By just posted, I mean posted like a few hours. No, just 2 hours ago. No. Yes, it was 2 hours ago. But you're right. I should use mercury in order to draw. Like the toxic metal that kills people. I should use that. You are right. Let's give him a smile. He's a smiler. I don't. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Yeah. So I was having. I'll give you some insight about my fan art February, specifically why I started on the 6th and not even the 1st. It actually took so long because I was trying to record it in my new program, which, because both my programs that I'm using have a built-in recording software. However, I cannot figure out how to get the new one to work. And I've been trying to do that for like days and it's still not working out for me. So then I decided that I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna do it in my old program. And we're gonna deal with it. And so I ended up, I was just trying to get this video out so I could just start this fan art February not too late. And so I was finishing editing that video like at midnight. So I just decided to do it simple. For future installments, I might add my persona in there, but I didn't. It was too much for me. I was doing too much work and I was really tired. Yeah, I've been pretty busy, but I'm freeing up finally. That's why I'm filling up all my now reinstated free time into live streaming. Question about live streaming. What's your question about live streaming? I do like that more. I like it a lot more. My camera's getting kind of blurry though, so. Aren't you scared you accidentally reveal your face? No, I'm not scared at all, actually. The way I have things set up, there is like, the most you're gonna see is the back of my head. You're not gonna see my face at all. It's literally impossible for you to see my face in the way I had a stroke typing accidentally. Honestly, that's fair. Accidentally is it feels longer than it should be. But yeah, there is no worry that I accidentally reveal my face simply because of how my setup is. Like, even if someone were to somehow hack into my systems and then click the button to flip the camera so it ends up not showing my drawing, it will just show the ceiling. Like, you will not be seeing my face at all during this, so that's nice. Just gonna zoom out real quickly. I think we have quite a few good doodles. I do think I kind of want to go over. Probably need to lift up my stand here. That would never work. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I think I just have to stream and let's go. I wish I could just move where my camera is pointing. But I can't too much or else everything will fail. Here, actually, idea. I'm just gonna move this over, zoom this out. And now I need, where's my thing? Here's my thing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Set the thing down. There we go. Now we have an even less stable camera stand. We'll say, my camera stand, my dad made it for me. It is not the most flexible thing in the world, so I kind of gotta work with what I have. So I think just like how I drew, I had 8 hours of school today. I'm freaking tired. That's fair. How many hours was I in school? I'm trying to think. Okay. I was in school today for 2 hours and 10 minutes because yeah. That's why most of my friends can't come and watch my videos when I'm live streaming. Can't watch the stream, or at least can't message during it, is because they're at school right now. Yeah, I live stream during school hours. Yeah, no, it's 2 hours and 20 minutes. Don't forget the 20 minutes. Now, you may be wondering, how is that even possible? It's because I'm a high school student, and as a high school student, when you're a sophomore or junior, so when you're like in 11th grade or 12th grade, then you can do college classes, which that's what I've been doing. I've been doing college classes for like for a few semesters now. And so on my Tuesdays and Thursdays, college classes also, they count as more credits. Like, I'm pretty sure instead of just like 1 credit, which is 2 periods, for just like a half period credit is 1.5 credits for a college course. So you are able to just have a lot more home releases. So I only have, the school day is divided up into 5 sections, and I only have a first and second, and I'm just out for the rest of the day for 3rd, 4th, and 5th, which is why I'm able to stream when no one else is home, because everyone is either at work or at school. No, that's much too big. I think you're lucky, boy. I am not lucky. I'm taking political science and personal finance college courses right now. They are very hard. I have to spend so much time doing homework. Like, I believe they say for every hour you're in college, that is 4 hours you should be doing of homework. So you could technically say that I'm doing 10 hours of school just to cover for the college classes. Am I doing 4 hours of homework? Never. Never in my life. I don't have the time, and I don't think I have 4 hours of work that I would need to do either. So, yeah, like I said a little earlier, since I drew Wish's, like, younger self, I'm gonna draw Aelius when he was younger. Now, Aelius when he was younger, his name was just Aelius. Like, I do a lot of research on names and what they mean, because I want to have them be able to mean stuff. Because names do mean things. So, I think for a lot of the gods, it's not that their names mean something. There are a few exceptions to that, but it's that because they became a god, their names now mean relating to that thing. So Aelius, he does mean sun. I can't remember why. I knew why again. I don't have my notes open. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to read over my entire note page before I talk about Nure on Tuesday. My new laptop is a bit weird. That's fair. It takes time to learn and get used to new devices of any type. Ooh, I think I drew that. No, 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 we're fine actually. We're fine. I think I did this super off though. You know, because we need to draw the body smaller this time intentionally. Which, yeah, because we're drawing him when he was younger, when he was 16. The outside looks really modern and clean, with the inside, when you open the laptop, looks like it was made 15 years ago. Honestly, I am not a good tech person. I'll be really honest with it. If you couldn't tell by the quality of my stream. So, yeah. It works pretty good though. That's good. If it works good, then it's good. Do you think you can, I'm a horrible tech person too. Do you think you'd be able to try digital art for the first time with your new laptop? I'm not drawing hands right now. I think I'll just draw a fist. There. That looks horrible. You don't know. You should be able to. Even for your old laptop, you should be able to. It just might be harder if you don't have like a stylus or something. But then again, I know some pretty good artists that don't even have a stylus. I don't know how heavy art programs are. That depends on the program. I will say, the program that I was using, and I am going to be using for all of my Fan Art February, is very light. However, the program that I'm switching to is a little more heavier, but I think any laptop should be able to handle it. And I know there's some, I don't think art programs never really are that heavy. If you do super overly top detailed drawings, then it can be a little much. Like when I was drawing my webcomic cover, it crashed a few times. My program crashed because it was a super detailed, heavy drawing. But that has less to say about the art program itself and more about the art. And since you do more simple leaning drawings, you should be fine to connect to the laptop. You don't need one of them, but they definitely do help. I don't know if you can draw with a mouse. That is fair. I used to draw with a mouse though. That's actually how I started out digital art, is drawing with a mouse. It's definitely way harder, but I was gonna draw him younger. But now I'm just drawing him again. Whoops. It takes some practice. It's a learning curve. I think I should. I think that's a video idea, going back to my roots, drawing with a computer mouse. Technically, my first thing I did was not on a computer mouse. It was actually, if you've ever had a Chromebook, you know those little Chromebook touchpad things? That was the first thing I did digital art with. It was very hard, and I don't think I had a Chromebook in elementary school. Yeah, we had a Chromebook for our middle school. We got another one for high school too, so I still have a Chromebook. I'm not gonna show you because I feel like that show it because I feel like they are horrible. I will admit I have a fancy nice Chromebook, but it is nothing compared to this school Chromebooks. And honestly, Chromebooks are just worse than laptops. If you had to decide between a Chromebook or a laptop, just pick a laptop. Cause it does everything that a Chromebook can do and more. It's just better. And it can handle more things. So yeah, my first things that I drew were on were on a school Chromebook, and if they can handle an art program, I'm sure your laptop can handle. You're working on a random personal project and you need help. Okay. Well, I don't know what you need help with, so I think we'll, since this is younger Aelius, we'll draw him with a smaller nose, because that's how faces work. We'll draw his eyes. Bigger eyes. There you go. I don't know if that's... There we go. I'm trying to create the whole alphabet, and every letter is just built off a circle of the same size. I'll send a pic in Discord. Okay. Oh, I've got Discord open on a different tab. This. Okay, yeah. I see that. That's fun. I don't know how to make the Z. Huh. I think, okay, you see your R and your S? I would do like the rounded top part, rounded bottom part, and then just do the diagonal in the middle. Not really. If you round both sides, it's not really gonna look like a 2. I mean, I can see draw here, draw here. See, that doesn't look too much like a 2, and with the context of all the other letters, it will make sense. So, here's Aelius. Young 16-year-old Aelius. He still had long hair, so let's give him that. He wouldn't have bees ordained or anything in his hair, so. And then I'll draw his little skirt thing. Which isn't really a skirt at all. I just don't know what else to call it right now. And his skirt, well, it's gonna end up, I'm gonna have it end up looking similar to the one he has now. It's gonna be, like, way less detailed. Like, in fact, I'm gonna move it over so it's tied here, because I want to add some difference in design here. And, like, I know none of them really had, like, a top toga thing. That's why it's not gonna be a top toga thing. Just a little, just a little piece. I just like adding more of that character design. Just add more of that orange in there instead of going up there. This one's longer, so do one down here. Draw the ankles, little baby boy. Here, this is this. We'll write it. We'll write in Aelius before. Oh no, my lead broke. Well, not lead, it's graphite. We got aliens before godhood. That is our label. Have eyebrows. Alias before godhood had eyebrows. And he had some muscles, well, not nearly as notable as now. He wasn't like the scrawniest of boys. And we'll give him a wooden beaded necklace, but it won't have like a shark tooth or anything on there. Two flipping curly hairs that do not appear. Well, smile. I do not like that smile, but it's okay. That's okay. Moving on. And I think I'll still give him the braid, but I won't make it nearly as long. I'm kind of doing that with everything. It's just kind of him, but shorter in all facets. Technically, that's not really correct, but I don't like it that much. I think I'm gonna lift this up higher. So we can see more about of what's going on there. Right there. There we go. There we go. Much better. Hmm. I think right here. Zoom in a little. Zoom in, move this up. And I think we're gonna draw another little head here. And we're gonna draw Aelius when he looks a bit younger. I mean to do it that sharp. We'll just make his face just a little rounder, not too much. He is still like 16. He's not like a little baby. It just feels like he's a little baby. Draw his ears smaller. And made the letter Z, I think. Congratulations on making the letter Z, you think. Oh. Yeah, that's alright for a Z. Yeah. It doesn't read too much like a Z, but it's kinda like a Z. I think it could work. I think it just really depends. I don't know. I do like bigger braid goes into smaller, to beads, to little hair tuft. Let's go. There you go. So yeah, it's getting like we're at 2 hours, so I think I do want to end stream soon, but I'm not gonna do it yet because because I keep failing to do this, but I think just pause for a moment. I'm going to talk about the lore of the goddess sun, or Aelius, which I'll probably try to talk about earlier next time. I don't know. This is a learning experience. So, yeah, Aelius, he's the god of the sun. He grew up in a small island tribe. Grew up like all his life there. He cares very much about his family, had a loving father, mother, and a few younger siblings. Specifically, a younger brother and a younger sister, and he was the eldest of all of them. But war times struck their little village, in causing them to get raided and invaded by another nearby tribe. This, of course, there was death, and Aelius, even though he wasn't allowed to fight, as he wasn't quite considered a man yet by the tribe, as he could have been considered a man during this time, but he didn't get to finish their tribal rituals that got to determine if he was officially a man yet, due to war striking down on the civilization. Oh, whoa. I did not mean to do that. Whoops. Okay, with war on the with war at their doorsteps, even though Aelius technically wasn't really permitted to fight, with their warriors being slaughtered, he decided to try to take up arms to defend his younger siblings as these invaders got closer to his home. He ended up in this confrontation, which happened to occur on his birthday, which I think I'll share the god's birthday, but I think I'm changing aliases. Well, you'll all find them on my Lucid chart, which is you will be able to find in my Discord server, which my Discord server is a link in the description. So, with and in these war times, hold on, I'm trying to also think of something else to draw. I kind of want to draw while I finish up telling this story. I think I'll do like some character art that really describes him and who he is. Do it right here. No, I think I'll just be fine with leaving the rest of this page blank. Maybe I'll come back and draw everything, and I'll just work on coloring this in while finishing up my story. So, as I was saying, even though he technically wasn't supposed to, he decided to raise weapons and fight against the people invading his home. In this confrontation, being still young and while not completely new to dealing with weapons, as he was fairly good at hunting. He is also just, you know, he was still pretty young and not a trained warrior by any means. So with that, he was killed in the confrontation, but as he died on his birthday, which I believe it's set in either June or July currently, which, this information might change. It will be added to the my official page for it though soon. Ugh, darn, I feel odd. Anyway, so he rose, took up arms, then he died. And he ended up fitting the three categories. He was, he died trying to protect his younger siblings, family, and home, but he wasn't able to do that before he died, because he died trying to accomplish that. He died on his birthday, and he had Wish's blessing because he was 16 years old and he was also trying to save his younger siblings, which again, Wish has a soft spot for children, so that's why they are more likely to get blessed. And Aelius is no different from this. So that is how Aelius ascended and became the god of the sun. Now his people, they in themselves worship the sun, which is why he was specifically the god of the sun. He has always looked up and prayed to the sun that it may shine another day, and that it may warm their town and allow them to be safe. So that is why Aelius is the god of the sun, and he usually also represents courage and family, as he died for his family, and he was courageous in doing so. It was a courageous and selfless act. Selfless act. Now, Aelius, as his time as a god, again, he was 16-year-old. He had really no one. When in the process of becoming a god, he did make sure to save his town and people from the invasion, because you get to, as a god, complete your final goal before you get to go to the realm of the gods. So Aelius saved his people, and yeah. So yeah, Aelius is my oldest god. And by oldest, he's not the oldest in age, but he was the first one to become a god. Again, Nure, who we will be talking about on Tuesday, is another god that is older than Aelius, and he's the second one to ever become a god. Also, no, the gods, they're not these flat colors. Aelius does have like a medium brown skin. I just am doing these flat colors just to try to make my drawings on my page pop a little. So it's not just some boring sketches, since I definitely don't have time to color all of them. I will say, Aelius is probably one of the nicer of the gods. He's very sweet, open, and friendly, being like a god of light and family and the sun. He's pretty optimistic. At the end, he doesn't view his death like a death, unlike most of the other gods. He views it as sort of a new life, because now he gets to live his life as a god, and that is completely different to the life he has before. But he still felt like he didn't completely he still believes that his life as just a little human boy, the one that was cut too short, he still feels completely fulfilled by that, as death is going to come whether you want it or not, and you don't get to choose when that time is. At the end, even when people say that his life was cut short, he felt like it was cut when it should have been cut. And at the end, he felt like he got out easy for death, because he got to be pretty much remade as this godly figure. He got to die in battle and in glory for his people, while also not even have to die in the end. And secretly, there is some kind of vague shame. Like, even if he didn't know what would happen, there is some guilt that in the end his sacrifice and his dying of glory, which he's being held as someone who died in glory, is he doesn't feel like it wasn't death in glory, it was more cheap, as now he's just a god. He never really died. He still feels here. He doesn't feel really any different from how he was as a young man. And I think that is part of the tragedy of his story. However, he does have a pretty good time with the other gods. He finds a really good friends with them fairly quickly, being a very sociable person. So, yeah. Even though his story is much more tragic when looking at it, it is still overall a story to him of hope, that even in death he was able to serve his cause and to help his people. Like how even if when you die fighting for the rights of your rights as well as the rights of others in your community, even when you're gone, there'll always be people fighting in your honor, even if it just happens to not be you anymore. And I think, as an activist myself, that is part of the beauty and tragedy in Aelius' story. As someone who is LGBTQ, I don't think I will be able to see a world where people like me won't be discriminated against or harassed. However, I know that even when I'm no longer here to be able to fight, share my stories, and be an activist, I know that there will always be someone else to do that. I know that my cause is not in vain, because there will be always someone else supporting it. So yeah, that's Aelius, the god of the sun. Very bright, warm personality. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna zoom out. I'm gonna complete lining, and I'm gonna call that a live stream once I'm done lining this. So yeah, it was a pleasure having you all here. I'll still be live for like maybe 10 minutes longer. Depends on how long this is gonna take me. Now, if it zooms out finally, goodness. But yeah, how was Aelius? I kind of wish I got to draw and develop him more before this. Again, the whole point of this is to develop my gods, though even the ones, especially the ones that I really haven't touched on and developed much. And so I'm glad I was able to do that, even with all the bumps in the way. But hey, the more problems I deal with now, the less problems I'll have in the future. It's kind of the beauty of doing things and just letting you learn. Like, you'll get there eventually. I'll learn how to be able to do this, all right, eventually. And yeah, I don't have much else to say, so I think I'm just gonna be, unless I get a comment, I'm just gonna be quietly drawing for the rest of this. I guess, real quickly, if anyone is there, you should check out my Discord or my Tumblr in the description below, where you'll see a lot of my art. If you like this, you should subscribe and show up for my Tuesday live. Yeah. Yeah. Next live will be on Tuesday about the same time. We'll be talking about the god of the moon. Which I'm excited for. The god of the moon isn't one of my more developed gods, but much more than Aelius is, and I still think we were okay in lore. Now that I'm lining it, doesn't that look so much better than just these pencil sketches? Looks so good. I could like line it, then erase the pencil sketches, and then do the colors after that, but I don't know. I kind of like the pencil sketches. I think they add character. I do think I would have a much better time when I talk about Nure on Tuesday, simply because he is not based off of really anything. I mean, he is based off of things, but not like any cultural stuff that I'm not trying to not get wrong because he is not human. So that's gonna be nice. That and like a lot of the culture he does have. I guess I did kind of lightly base it off of mine, but very lightly. But besides that, it's mostly fictional, so yeah. I will say, taking the time to line this is taking longer than I thought it would. These are very simple lining. Oh, whoops, I forgot his legs. But I guess I am still trying to make it look alright. I will say, I didn't really originally like this drawing. I am starting to like it more, so I think that's a good thing. Sometimes you just need to go and doodle something else, and then come back to your piece and discover it's not as bad as you thought it was. I don't think I'm gonna line the holy sign, because the holy signs, they're not even lined usually. Honestly, compared to the close-ups, I think I do like these lips the best. The lips are kind of one of the things I struggle with. But I'm getting better, slowly. I do think I convey things well. I think, again, I think all my gods kind of suffered from this problem originally, where, I guess besides the Wishmaker, and partially Kaleo, but even Kaleo suffered from it a little bit, where none of my gods looked like gods. They looked like quick character designs I was trying to get out of the way, and I've been trying to change that. And I think I managed to pull off the more than just a quick character design look, or just a regular human from Aelius. Cause like, you look at him as a god and you look at him as a child, I think you see the difference immediately. Like, not the fact that they're like, whoa, or were those two different people? It's more like, whoa, this one is clearly a grown and more powerful person. So I'm trying to put more time into them. Yeah, think I'm gonna. Oh, I guess I should probably start putting in my signature places. Just just for silly goofy fun. Well, yeah. There was a big blank just like last time, and I'd rather have the page filled up. But I think I'm happy with what we got. There wasn't really much to him, and eventually there'll be more. Maybe I'll come back and I'll get to fill in more of this page, but yeah, that's my life. Bye. 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 Aelius says bye.